Modern fandom starts like many things, with Star Trek. Star Trek was a science fiction TV show that originally aired in the 1960s, promoting an era of space exploration and mostly universal peace that at the time in the middle of the Cold War seemed impossible. Star Trek featured a menagerie of cast and characters. It featured William Shatner as the suave and romantic Captain Kirk, Leonard Nimoy as the aloof and sarcastic, though he would often deny it, Mr. Spock, DeForest Kelley as Southern Belle Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy, and a diverse supporting cast including George Takei and Nichelle Nichols, both of them being some of the first people of color to have a consistent reoccurring role in television, with Nichelle Nichols also having one of the first interracial kisses that aired on television. So, where does Star Trek come into modern fandom? And what even is fandom? Fandom is a word combination from the word fanatic and the word kingdom, resulting in a realm of fans. It has been in use far longer than just currently, but it took a huge upturn in usage in the early 2000s with the boom of internet chat boards and blogs. Fandom is now being acknowledged as any combination of people who join together to create art, stories, and discuss theories together. Its current simple definition is a group of fans of someone or something, especially very enthusiastic ones. So why Star Trek? Where does Star Trek fit into all of this? Star Trek took the general public by storm. It was well regarded by many who were considered upper brow, and this saved the show many times. Despite having what seemed like terrible viewing times and low youth viewership, Star Trek quickly became a cult classic for many. Starting in the late 60s and early 70s, many fans decided to meet each other after the cancellation of Star Trek. This started fan conventions. Fans at said conventions would cosplay, they would exchange art that they had created, and also exchange new things that they called fanzines. Fanzines were a collection of short stories, art, or anything else that the author or artist created themselves, printed, and then assembled to give out to friends, family, and other members of the convention. Modern fandom and Star Trek and zines cannot be talked about without acknowledging slash fiction in some way, which is now more commonly referred to as shipping. What is slash fiction? And what is shipping? And why does this matter in modern fandom? Shipping is the act of placing two characters together, typically outside of canon, into a typically romantic relationship. Shipping can be done with canon couples, but it is less common, and it is typically done as a form of creating a new canon by the fan, or fanon, which stands for fan canon. Shipping became extremely prevalent during this time of large fan conventions. Part of this is due to the sheer lack of romantic interest that the main characters in the show Star Trek possessed. Fans took it upon themselves to imagine different relationships that the characters might interact in. The largest relationship that held appeal for many fans, specifically many female fans, was the relationship of Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. This at the time was referred to as the premise, and later on has just been referred to as Kirk/Spock, Spock/Kirk, or Spirk, a combination of the two names. Many zines and fanbooks centered around exploring the interesting relationship from a half-alien who hated his human half and what many in the universe considered the epitome of the best of humanity. As this was bolstered on through the continuation of conventions and then through the rise of personal internet, fandom took an entirely new experience. Now able to connect to people literally all over the world, fandom has reached astronomical impact and forever changed how certain individuals will interact with media entirely.